Hey, yo, Red Sea.
All right. This is episode 1 of Raw Onions. We're missing our host, Nathan Greek, because he's out on surgery for his knee. But we're joined by our guest, Chase Moffitt.
Yup.
Coolest guy in school right now.
Some would say. So you play football, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I try to play a little here and there.
You're starting on defense?
Yeah, defense, offense has never really been the thing for me, bro. You know, offense is for girls, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's only fun if you get the ball, huh?
Yeah.
So how would you say your season's going so far?
Bipolar. I mean, it's been up and down. We're 4-4 right now. We're looking to, make it 5-4 tomorrow. So
Who y'all going against tomorrow?
we're going against Venus. So if we lose that game,
Oh, Venus.
yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty bad.
It's one of those games. It's like if we lose, it's just not going to be good.
Yeah, it's
It's
just
not what we want to do.
yeah, it's kind of what's the word? Embarrassing. That's what it is.
Embarrassing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little embarrassing.
What
Can't
about-
lose a Venus.
What about you, Omar? How do you think this season's going?
It's not what I really wanted it to go. I wanted it to
Thanks.
go. But, I think we did way better than we did last year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, losing our QB was hard.
Yeah, that was hard.
That,
But
that was hard.
Yeah.
but to be honest, we came back from that.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, Tommy really did step up and like take charge, but Tommy was also our best wide receiver, so it's like we kind of lost a little, got a little.
We lost a little bit of our offense, too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I mean,
All right, so anything you want to talk about?
yeah. What's topic number 1, Joe?
What's topic number 1?
How about we get into some conspiracies?
Conspiracy
Yeah, I say
theories.
conspiracies.
All right, let's talk about that then. So what's your first conspiracy?
So how did the pyramids get here?
Bro,
All right, let's get into it.
okay.
Let's get
So
into it right here.
they say, okay, so each of those stones, and don't fact check me, right? Each of those stones weighed like 1 to 3 tons,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
which is like a lot of weight. I'm not gonna be specific and tell you how much they weighed exactly. I don't know, but I know,
But heavy bricks.
I know they're way too heavy for just a couple people to move.
Exactly.
So I understand that they could have pushed and slid the first, even maybe the first 3 layers. But you're talking the first 3 layers, that's 25 feet tall.
Exactly.
So even if you give them that, how did they get a 3,000-pound brick at the very top?
Yeah, and it's not like they have modern machines.
Yeah, no.
They ain't got no excavators or anything like
Uh-uh.
that. Something had to have picked those things up and taken them there.
So then that's where we get into the aliens, bro.
All right. When you say aliens,
Did aliens build the pyramid?
do y'all believe in aliens? Let's start with that.
Aliens definitely exist.
I
Well,
believe in aliens.
I'll tell you this. Oh, yes. Aliens, I believe they exist too. But hear me out. The exact coordinates, and I don't know if y'all know this. This might trip y'all if y'all don't know. The exact coordinates of the 3 pyramids in Egypt. Is it Egypt where they're at?
Mm-hmm.
The number, the longitude and latitude, it is the identical number to the speed of light.
Coincidence?
Coincidence?
I think not.
I think maybe.
No way.
Did y'all hear about the pyramids being the way that they get power?
I've seen something like that.
Like
Okay.
they harness it from the sun. There's this metal
Yeah.
piece that's in the top.
Oh, so
Something
they're
like that.
Solar power.
It's some type of power. They harness the power from the sun or something like
The
that.
reason I believe in aliens is because to believe that we are the only things
Yeah,
in,
facts.
in this whole space is ignorant. It's
Yeah,
just,
there's no way.
Yeah.
that's just
that is
being
ignorant.
there's
Yeah.
no logic behind that.
But at the same time, do y'all realize that the pyramids, the inside of them isn't big. It's small.
Yeah.
There's 3 rooms in them.
Yeah.
There's the room where I guess the king
Yeah, they bury
is.
them.
Then there's his treasure, and there's a vault or something. That's it.
You think
No, they have a bunch of rooms where they just bury their dead.
you think it'd be cool, you think it'd be like a cool hotel, but no, it's just like a burial site. It's
Yeah,
kinda-
it's
I always thought there was
literally
a ton of rooms in it. And stuff
Well, I know that they go underground really, really deep.
You think so?
They do.
that's crazy.
A lot of them aren't even explored yet because
But when you think about it,
They just
dude,
broke down over
they
time.
built that over generations, dude.
yeah, that was
Oh
years
yeah, it
and
took them
years ago.
hundreds of years because they started building those before the king was even born.
Exactly.
That's
So that's
insane.
kind of crazy.
That's insane, dude.
Yeah, they would build the king's tomb before he was even born.
Yeah.
Hey, did you hear about those pyramids that they found under the water? Like in the middle of the ocean.
Nah.
They just found pyramids. Like, you can even look on Google Earth and you can see the little points.
See, the ocean trips me out. I feel like...
Because we don't know what's in there.
Like, I feel like everybody's looking in space for the aliens, bro. But, like, the ocean's where they're at.
The ocean is where they're at, I think.
Because, like, when you think about it, we can explore all of space. Like, we have the technology. Like, we haven't figured out how to, like, speed it up, I guess, because things are so far away. You know what I mean? Like, they're, like, light years away.
Yeah.
But, like, we've already figured out how to build spaceships and leave this planet. But, like, we still haven't, like, been able to discover the ocean because of, like, water pressure and stuff like that.
Have you seen
Exactly.
the freaky stuff underwater, bro?
Yeah, bro.
The deep sea creatures?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
They look completely different. Like,
Horrifying.
they don't look anything like...
Because it's like they live in different conditions. They live in, like, crazy water pressure, crazy heat, crazy cold,
Yeah, like...
no food.
I feel like underwater is just, like, basically living on a whole nother planet.
It is.
Yeah,
it
it's like a whole
is.
other planet.
It's nothing like...
They're freaky, dude. They're, like, horrifying to look at.
Now, do you think fish see air?
What? Hold on.
Do fish see air?
Do fish see air?
No, they breathe in air.
Do they...
Are you an idiot?
What do you mean, do they see
Fish
it?
breathe water.
Okay, so tell me what H2O means.
2 hydrogen, 1 oxygen.
Okay, oxygen?
So they take H2O through their gills, right?
They take oxygen out of the water, though.
yeah.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
they breathe it in.
But I'm saying you made it sound like they come up out. I understand
Some
some
of them
do,
do.
like
Some of them do.
whales and I don't know if dolphins do, but I know whales.
Those are mammals.
All mammals do.
Yeah,
Okay.
turtles.
But, like, hear me out. So, like, us humans, right? So, like, air is what we live off of, essentially, right?
Yes.
Like, we have, like, constantly we're breathing. We don't even think about it.
Yes.
So that means that fish don't even think about breathing in the water because that's their normal,
Yeah.
right? They don't just sit there and think, oh, let's breathe. Like, no, because we don't do that. But we look at water. When we look at water, we know, like, we look at that, we can see it, and we know that if we stay under it too long, we'll die. So do fish see the air?
Hey, that's crazy.
So where the
I never thought about that.
Where the water line is, they're like, they go up to it and they're like, all right, if I cross, like, I can obviously jump out of it and come back down and be fine. But if I stay up there, I'll die. Just like we know if we go underwater, we'll die.
Let's breathe.
Essentially.
Maybe they just don't see anything. They're just floating around.
Like maybe they're just swimming
And
around.
then whenever they see
know?
air, they're like, oh, I can't go in there.
I can't go in there. Just like we know we can't go in water. Like we know we can stand in it, but like we know if we stay underwater, we can't do
I
that.
see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Hey, going back to the space thing, though, are y'all, realistically, if they offer you to go live in space or Mars or the moon or something, are y'all taking that? Or are y'all staying here?
I'm staying here.
You're staying here? You're not taking that
I
chance?
feel like it'd be lonely.
In space?
Yeah.
No,
But they would take, like, a boatload of people.
exactly.
But like all your family and stuff would be down here.
I mean, what if you're, like, you're old, everyone else in your family's gone?
Oh, then yeah.
Not even that. I just feel like it would be trial and error. Like, whenever they first start taking a bunch of people over there, they're just going to be trial and erroring, seeing what
I'd
works
still
and what
do it.
doesn't.
It's like that goofy...
You just die.
I'd still go.
It's like that goofy, like, Sandy's house from SpongeBob. You know that bubble?
Mm-hmm.
They just have one of those. Someone
be
just goes,
dope.
breaks it. Everyone else dies immediately.
Yeah, I'm like big on that. Like I want to
I'll
do
get
things.
sucked out.
I want to do things like people haven't done, people haven't experienced. So like going to space. Like if I didn't have any family here for whatever reason, like none.
I mean, yeah, that would be a pretty
if I had
sick way
nothing
to
to
go.
lose, like I would love to try and go to space. And if I go out, I go out.
Yeah, that would be a pretty sick way to go.
Pretty
Yeah.
cool pictures for Insta.
Mhm.
In space, where you at?
Facts.
If you ain't in space, then where you
you
is? No way.
You know the little location on the Instagram post?
Yeah.
It says space.
Hey, it says Mars.
It just says Mars.
Where y'all at?
Mars.
Where the kickbacks at?
Literally
On the
Mars.
moon?
Bro, TikTok is its own crazy thing.
Yeah, it's crazy how it took off though. Because I thought I whenever it first came out, I was like, this is going to last a couple weeks and it's going to die out.
Exactly.
But now it's been like a couple years. Now it's crazy.
Bro, so do y'all believe in dinosaurs? This is so random.
Hold on.
Yes,
Yes,
dinosaurs.
We went
definitely
from
they literally
Went from-
found their bones.
no. We went from football to pyramids to space to dinosaurs. But hear me out.
Hey, but that's the good thing about this show.
How do we know?
Okay.
How do we know that dinosaurs are real?
I
Like
had
real
this-
talk.
I had this whole talk with Chase already, bro.
Like real talk.
All right.
I already know what you're gonna say. The museums, they have bones,
Okay, no.
right?
No.
How do we know that they are real?
What purpose does it serve to make up a giant lizard? What purpose does that serve?
Yeah. Like, what is the point of lying about that?
I mean, I couldn't sit here and tell you,
Just an epic prank?
but like,
So
I'm
you're
saying,
so you're trying to tell me that everybody that's found every single person that's found.
There's never been like a
dinosaur bone.
regular person that found like a person
Yes,
like me
there
and you.
has.
Has
Yes,
that,
there has.
yes, that's
People
literally how-
find them in their backyard all the time.
Bro, that's
Yeah.
cap.
That's not
That's
cap.
not cap.
There's literally like tons of articles about that.
It happens all the time, bro. I promise.
And then they find them all over the world. They don't find them just here. They find them in like different parts of the world.
So then, what killed the dinosaurs?
An ice age or something.
There's no way, bro, that if like you said it yourself, dinosaurs are all over the world. They're everywhere.
Yeah.
They're not like, for instance, like there's no polar bears in Texas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dinosaurs were all over the world. Proven fact, because their bones are everywhere, like literally everywhere.
yeah,
Something that came to take those out
yeah,
would have had to have been so catastrophic that there would still be stuff left from it today.
There was
like,
an ice age.
Like if it was a meteor or something, there'd be like a huge. It probably would have knocked the Earth off the orbit for it to make a dust cloud or something around the whole Earth to kill all the dinosaurs. It couldn't have been a tsunami. There would have been signs of it. We would have been able to research that.
Well, I mean, we are talking about something that happened millions of years ago.
it's hard.
Bro,
to
we
tell
can
what
see
happened.
stuff that we can see. We can see tsunamis that happened millions of years ago. They can see that from the artifacts in the rocks.
Okay, so did you hear about this? The theory was that it was a meteor that hit, right?
Yeah.
And before the meteor hit, all the land used to be together.
Oh yeah, Pangaea.
Yeah.
And then whenever the meteor hit, it broke all of the tectonic plates.
Dude, you know what? Dude, you know, it'd be so sick if we had Pangaea. That would be. I don't know if it would be crazy because then like, I don't know if we would all.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be bad.
Be bad.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What if we accomplish world peace?
I
Like
think
that, though.
that'd be crazy.
World
though.
peace will never happen, though. There's no way.
I think we would just like end up
Yeah, you're
still
right.
dividing, but on the same piece of land. You know what I'm saying?
Like I feel like it's just human nature.
To divide, to have different opinions.
Like that's what makes us human is that we have our own opinions.
Yeah.
differences.
And animals don't. Like you know what I mean? Like the animals look at the leader, they do what he does. It doesn't matter. They do it for the greater good of each other, but humans do what they want. That's what makes us human.
Yeah.
I agree with that
So
100%.
I feel like world peace would just never happen. Like it might happen for a little while, but eventually somebody would snap and start a rebellion. People would follow.
Exactly.
Yeah, like it just there's no way.
It's an endless cycle.
Yeah, like there can never be like one ruler, or at least not for long.
Yeah.
Because
I
like
agree with that.
like the only way there would be one ruler is if they used fear, like if they started hurting people. But like even after that, people would get fed up with it and be like, I don't even care if I die. I don't want to live by you. Like after a while.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Like it just I just don't see that ever happening.
I mean, what if the one leader was like a super cool dude though?
But not everyone would agree with it.
There's gonna be
There'd
there's
half
gonna,
and
there's,
half.
there's gonna be one person that's
Yeah.
not like that dude. And
At the best, there would be half and half. You know what I mean?
yeah.
There's no way he'd have more than half of people like in agreement with him. That just couldn't happen.
But yeah. Another 10 there.
Second topic,
Second
I think,
topic.
is the moon landing real?
Oh yeah. Okay. You know what? Yeah, I do have my thoughts on this. It goes back to the dinosaur. Why would they fake it?
Because it was a race to the moon.
Race to the moon. Yeah. I mean,
That's true.
I have
there
watched-
was a race to the moon.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie. Sometimes I'll like stay up and I watch like 8 videos about the moon landings, and it's like convincing because like they show you all like the little details in the videos and all this stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, but Hollywood could persuade you to think anything.
yeah.
True.
So what do you think personally? Do you believe it's fake or real? The moon landings.
I think it's
I
real.
don't feel like I know enough about it to have an opinion
I
to
think
say
it's
it's
real.
fake.
A lot of people say that the first one that they showed was fake, but then they eventually did get to the moon.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah, I think like we've definitely been to the moon. I don't know.
That's crazy to think about. Just wrap your head around that. Just taking off in a spaceship to another ball of rock, like a gajillion miles away, bro. Come on,
Bro, why are all the planets round?
because of gravity.
Yeah, I think that's just how like friction makes things like.
Gravity like pulls everything to the center, right? Right.
But like every planet's round.
They're not perfectly round. They're not.
But it is though.
It's like a sphere.
Yeah, like obviously there's mountains, but like every planet's round. Like and by planet I mean like everything in space is round.
The way I think about it is if like
And you know what else is round? Cells.
Cells.
cells are round and atoms.
So I'm saying like what if we are like as
I don't-
Earth is just an atom?
I don't think
A
cells and
bigger
atoms
picture.
are like round. I think that's just how
Yo.
they draw them.
What if we're just like literally a cell in someone's body and we're just like this is just what life is.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like what if we're just way small? Think about it. Like you have like your nucleus, and I could be wrong, but you have your nucleus
Yeah.
and the things orbiting it.
Or
we
like
have
the
our
things that
our
we can't see,
sun,
yeah.
and we're on the planet. We're orbiting the sun.
Whatever, we're just to sell.
The sun's orbiting something. And it's in. Oh, there's a bunch of them that make up the galaxy.
We're just to sell.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, what if we're just
And if
the
you think about it, like
smallest-
the Earth is like, if you think about it
so
as
small?
like if you think about the Earth, it's like one big, like living thing.
Yeah.
So like, what if us, like everything living being gone, makes the planet dead,
And
right?
just like a human body. So you have the earth and the human body. When you put bad things into the human body, your immune system fights it off. We put bad things in the earth. We put pollution. We put trash. Like, we leave it everywhere. We have natural disasters.
Mm-hmm.
We have rainstorms, tornadoes, hurricanes, tsunamis, volcano eruptions, earthquakes.
War.
Like, earthquakes, like a volcano would be like a fever. Earthquake would be like when you get the chills of a fever. Like, it's almost like a body. It's the
It
same
is almost
way.
like a body.
Like, if you put trash into your body puts trash back out. Like, you get sick, your body tries to fight it off, and it's painful. And like, we put trash into the earth, obviously on a much bigger scale, right? We pollute with cars, with trash, global warming, like all that stuff, and like the earth tries to like fight it off with like natural disasters.
What are your thoughts on electric vehicles?
Stupid,
Stupid?
but but like they're good. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, but yeah, like they're dumb.
Dude, what I'm scared of is that I'm gonna have my gasoline powered truck, right? And then one day there's gonna be like, hey, you can't have that, or they're gonna just
Yeah.
like make gas so expensive where it's like you can't even drive it anymore.
I think they're planning on doing that.
Yeah, they are. And
They're
then
gonna-
you,
Like in your next inspection or something like that, they're gonna check your mileage,
Yeah.
and then whenever you go back to get your inspection, like a couple years ago or later, they're gonna charge you a cent or like a couple cents for every mile that's on your car,
what's it called?
just because you're not using electric
In
powered
the
cars.
UK, they already have a set ban for 2030 that is like, I think like the sale of the sale of gas powered cars. It's like to sell them, like it'll be like it's banned by 2030.
Really?
That's true.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That means by 2030, we're probably gonna be buying our kids electric cars.
But
to be
like,
honest.
how close are we to running out of like, you know, like
Gasoline?
like natural gases, coal,
I mean,
natural resources?
there's no way of ever knowing how close we are, because
They're always finding
if
new.
we've only discovered 20% of our oceans, think about how much gasoline and stuff is down there.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way of knowing how much.
It's left.
There's not even any way of knowing how much of the ocean we discovered. We could have discovered 3%. We don't know how big it is. There's no way of saying that we've only discovered 20% of our oceans.
That's crazy. Bro, I'm saying let's finish discovering Earth before we go discover.
That's what I'm saying.
What do y'all think about the triangle in the ocean?
Bermuda Triangle.
How do you say it?
The
Freaky.
Bermuda Triangle, I think?
Yeah. What do y'all? All right. So back to what I was saying. What do y'all think about the Bermuda Triangle?
The
Freak.
Bermuda Triangle.
I think it's
Yeah.
freaky. It gives me nightmares. I hate it.
So like, what do y'all think is the reason that planes and ships go missing? Like, some people think that there's a monster or some, like, what do y'all? Some people think it's a portal.
I think it's just like, well, from what I understand, it's like a place where everybody just kind of loses communication with everybody,
Yeah.
and you kind of just get stranded.
But how?
But like, how did your like engine fail and just
Yeah,
right there?
I mean, like, if you
Like,
get
people go missing, like lots.
That's crazy.
I think it has
Who
to do with
knows?
like some type of gravitational pull. I
you
think
think something like sucks them into the water or
like
something?
I think like there's some type of gravitational pull, like to where gravity works different, and like they just sink, like literally they just sink because like the gravity's maybe way stronger.
Chase
I don't know.
Moffitt, how much money to ride a plane over the Bermuda Triangle?
Me?
Yeah.
How old am I?
Right now, how much would you?
I wouldn't do it.
You wouldn't do it at all.
Nah.
Like you wouldn't even risk it. Well, let's say they said, all right, I'll give you $5,000 if you go and
No.
$5 grand?
$5,000.
No.
Just $5 grand?
$5,000?
You got $5,000 in your
That's
pocket,
gonna
right?
like
You got $5,000 right now?
it's gonna take $5,000 just to drive there.
Yeah, it costs
No,
$5 grand
no,
just to go there and visit.
I mean, I'm just saying, like they're gonna pay you $5,000. They're gonna pay for your trip and everything, but they're gonna apart from
No.
that, they're gonna give you $5,000 just to ride over it.
No.
$5 grand isn't anything.
You have $5,000 in your pocket
I
right now.
genuinely wouldn't
No.
do it for $1 million right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Like
do
if
it.
someone walked in the room right now, it's like we're gonna go straight through the Bermuda Triangle.
Sorry,
$1 million cash, no games. Like we'll give you the cash. No,
Sorry, you're dumb because there's like plane rides every day that go over there.
they go through corners.
No, they go over it. They go and there's boats that go right through it.
No, they go through them like Like the flat side of the flat side. It's the middle. That's the scary part.
I'd still go over. I don't care.
Yeah,
There's been enough people that make it through it that I'm like, okay.
Yeah, there's been enough people that have died in it for me to be like, no, though. So
Okay.
It's just so weird. Like, how do they? Like, where do they go? Like, I understand that they just disappeared,
To
but
the
like,
bottom of the ocean, Joe.
I know, but I feel like they should be able to find that stuff.
It
Facts.
gets currents. Take them all over the ocean.
Like, how come they couldn't find the Titanic?
Because
they did.
did.
They know
They did find
exactly where the Titanic's at.
They found it?
Yeah, they've sent.
Joe.
They've sent lots of.
Cut that part out. Cut that part out.
Joe, they literally
They've sent lots of like little submarine robots to explore the Titanic. Like they have real footage of the sunken Titanic. Lots of footage.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
No, but yeah, I would do it though.
Titanic would have been.
There was
scary,
something
though.
that sunk and they couldn't find it.
Dude, that's scary too. Currents, how they just, dude,
Yeah.
they just pull you. They go all through the ocean,
Yeah.
like
For
everywhere.
sure.
Imagine being a fish. You're just like chilling.
I would hate to be a fish. Well, no, but the fish can like ride them.
I mean, yeah, but like,
Little roller coaster.
There's no reason to be scared for a fish because they can breathe underwater.
It's a
I
little.
know, but like you're just chilling.
I wonder what
like,
they're thinking, brother.
So is an
thing
ocean
just sucks
current?
you
Is an
underwater.
ocean current for fish the same as a tornado for humans? Is that like?
like a windy day, you know?
It's just a windy day.
Yeah, you know what I mean. It's
little,
like
little roller coaster for
like
them.
at the end of the day, like don't get me wrong, a tornado can really mess us up, but like we don't fear tornadoes.
I fear tornadoes. I don't.
Like,
I don't
like
know
we,
much.
Yeah,
like
definitely
when we hear tornadoes comes, like we're not gonna. Like, I don't get scared unless I see it coming for me. You feel me?
We usually go hop in a little like storm shelter type thing. Yeah, we have one at my house.
Y'all get like scared of tornadoes?
Dude, one wiped out our house one time.
It's kind of a natural disaster chase.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't get scared. Like when I hear tornadoes coming on the news, like I don't get scared unless like I see it. Then it's like whatever.
Yeah, I've like looked out my back window and that a good 100 yards, not even that, probably a good 6 yards, 6 yards away.
Tell you what's terrifying to me is tsunamis.
Tsunamis. Dude, if I look out my window and I see a wave like tall
Like,
as a
we don't-
skyscraper coming at me,
We don't have to worry about that, but like I'd be definitely.
that'd be terrifying.
It's probably like my worst.
But like if I saw that,
Just like a
don't
wall.
even like I wouldn't even be scared. I wouldn't even try to run.
Just like a
I
wall.
wouldn't try to run.
Just like a
I'd
wall of
take it.
water.
I'd just be like, "Yep, see you
For
later,
sure.
Chase."
That'd
For
be a
sure.
sick photo though. Last photo, just a wall of water. You know what I'm saying?
Who's gonna see that photo?
You just send it to your Instagram. Someone give someone
Just
your
post it on the snap.
Yeah, right before you go.
Say, "Yo, I'm finna dip. See y'all later."
Just a giant tsunami. wave.
Tsunami
I'm
behind.
trying to think of like some other conspiracy theories. I'm trying to
Like what?
I don't know. I feel like there's some good ones that I'm like overlooking.
Oh, dude, what are your thoughts on that thing? You know, it's happened to me lots of times. And it freaks me out every time. I'll be talking about something with someone, and I won't type this on my phone. I won't look this up. No one else around me will look this up. And then I go home, and then I get ads for it.
Exactly.
Oh, 24/7. Yes.
Yes, bruh.
Yes.
But
yes.
like, it's freaky because I don't even look at it. I get it. Okay, if I look up, cool shoes on my phone, and then I get an ad for like some Nikes. Okay, cool. I type that, whatever. But if I don't even type
Yeah.
it with it, and I'm just talking about that with someone in private.
And it's usually like oddly specific things, like not like
Yeah.
shoes, but it'll be like a certain type of book or something. You know what I mean?
Or like I'll learn a brand new word. Like I've never heard this word before, but I like it's a word that you would use all the time, and then right after I learn it, everyone starts using it,
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
and I'm just like, yo, I've never heard this word before.
What about
Why
the
is everybody
simulation theory?
saying- The simulation.
See, I feel like the simulation is one of those things where it's like it's kind of stupid, but at the same time, when you really get into it, you're like,
if you really
it's-
start thinking about it, yeah, it's definitely possible.
bro, because it's like I don't know how to explain it.
I think it's kind of dumb.
It is kind of dumb, and I agree with you.
But
It is kind of
but then
stupid.
if you kind of stop and think about it, it would be so cool.
Nah, it'd be horrible.
Okay, think about it this way though. This is the way I think about it. Like, so we can build computers, right?
Facts.
And
Like,
we
think
can, and we
about-
can build alternate universes already.
Yes, like almost already.
And we've already we already understand the fact that we still have long ways to go. Like
Yeah.
building
But
computers.
what if we've already done all that, and now we're in a simulation just doing it again? It's just
That's what I'm saying.
Just an endless cycle.
I feel like if they were to make simulations, then whoever makes them, their computers are probably way better than ours. So
I
they
think-
can
think
run
about
billions
this.
of simulations at one time.
I'm kind of mad.
Think about this: if time travel is real, right? Like time travel isn't a thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's
Or not
impossible.
right now, right?
I think it's impossible.
But if time travel is real, it's always been a thing.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, like, time travel would have already been invented.
Yeah.
It would have never been not invented.
I mean, what if somebody just thought about, like, what if somebody just, like, made a wrong move and
No,
then,
no,
like,
but
dang, I wish I could go back 10 seconds. That's time travel.
No, but you're missing what I'm saying. If I made a time machine right now, if I made a time machine an hour from now,
Yes.
a year from now,
Do it.
It would have already been invented right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I
that
could have just
person
come back. I could go back 100 years, and that means that moment when I went back 100 years, it was invented for the next 100 years.
That's how you make a rip in time.
But I'm saying, so does that mean it can't happen?
What, time travel?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, maybe that person just didn't come back and explain how time travel works.
I don't know.
That always trips me out. When I stop and think, I'm like, there's going to be some crazy technology that's going to be invented and it's going to be insane, but I'm going to be dead. So
Yeah.
it's gonna
Exactly.
suck.
Because, like, what's the point of telling everybody that you invented time travel?
Yeah.
Because then if you just let everybody else use it,
I
then-
feel like you can't even invent it, though. Like, the government would just come snatch.
Exactly.
And just come snatch it.
And if you told people that you invented it, then they invented it, went back and told everybody that they invented it.
Yeah.
And it's starting to hurt my head. All this talk of time travel and whatnot.
Time travel, bro.
Time travel is trippy.
Yeah,
for sure.
it kind of hurts my head.
It's kind of dumb, though.
Yeah, silly.
No, I think it's kind of dope.
I think the simulation's kind of cool.
I feel like it wouldn't work the way we think it's going to work.
I never believed in simulation until someone told me the stupidest thing. It was like this car thing, and it's like, you know, when you're driving down the road,
Yeah.
like I could go outside right now and wait, and I could promise you that like eventually a black or a white car is gonna pass.
Yeah.
Like your basic color cars.
Yes.
So like you always see your black and your white cars, but it's like every time you see an odd color, you never just see one of them. So you'll be driving down the road and you'll see hundreds of black, white, red cars, but every now and then you'll see a yellow one.
Yeah.
Or something. And it's like or a yellow or a purple car.
Yeah.
And it said that like every time you see one of those, like if you wait a little bit, there'll always be a second one.
The same color or just another?
Just like another odd color. And then it'll be another like 100 miles and it's just black, white, red, black, white, red, like your basic everyday colors. And then it'll be one yellow one like on the parking lot and then a purple car will pass. Like two just crazy colors always at the same time.
That is kind of weird.
I mean, there's a bunch of little coincidences like that people have found, and it's kind of crazy. I don't know. I don't know if that's simulation or if that's just, you know,
I don't really
coincidence.
believe in simulation though.
I don't, because
Yeah.
like, if you stop and think about it, everyone else has their personal like
Life.
Yeah, it's like that wouldn't.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like it's crazy how the human body works.
Yeah,
Like how
dude, you know what always stresses me out? There'll be some stuff like I'll see like a video that talk about the human body is has the strongest stuff found in nature and all this, and then I watch another video. Yeah, the human body is one of the weakest things ever. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll watch one video be like, oh, the human body can withstand all this crazy stuff.
I saw something similar to that. It was like humans are the only species that fear death, and that's the reason
Exactly.
why we've lived so long.
Yeah.
Like we're the only like species of animal that thinks about death in every situation.
Yeah.
We think about dying.
Yeah.
That's why like so many animals like they'll just run off a cliff or stand next to a cliff with no worries. They'll eat on the side of a mountain. Like a human, we see that and we see danger. Like we see that. But like no animals see that. They don't fear death.
see, I think it's crazy.
You just said you ran off like.
Yeah, you've never seen like a video of just like an animal just running and just falls off a cliff. They're on the top of a mountain just running like everything's gonna be okay.
Or like, have you seen the ones where they get the deers unstuck from the barbed wire fence and then they just jump right back
Into it, yeah, because like they don't have any fear.
That's the biggest L. You're a lion,
Yeah,
fearsome predator, and you just run off a cliff, bro.
Do you think that they feel anxiety?
Big L.
no, I don't even like get into
I
anxiety.
mean,
and
they
stuff
do.
like
They
that.
do feel something because
I don't know because
like pets get attached.
yeah,
so.
and they be feel like chopping if you start shooting at them. They start chopping.
Well, that's because it's a loud noise. But you're missing what I'm saying. I'm saying like in the choices they make, they don't fear death.
They don't think about I'm gonna die one day.
I just
Like,
maybe,
for instance-
maybe they just don't think about the consequences of their actions.
For instance,
it's not
like-
that they don't fear death.
Like if you right now, if you walked in here and there was two doors, there was $1 million in each, and one of them was sunshine and rainbows, and the other one was dark and scary looking. You're going in the one with sunshines and rainbows.
Exactly.
Well, you're probably gonna go in both. Who wouldn't? But you know what I mean. Like if you could only choose one.
Yeah.
But as to where an animal, they're just gonna pick one. They're not even gonna think about it. Like whatever they're trying to do, they don't think of death. They don't fear.
Well, See,
and I feel like that's why like we live longer. That's why we're so evolved.
see, I think that they fear death. Like they understand the concept of if this happens, I will die, but they don't understand that if they do this thing, then that could lead to them dying. Like they don't understand the fact that like, oh, if I
That's like what I'm trying to say though.
like
yeah.
they don't understand that if like they eat on the side of this cliff, like they understand
They
that
could
if they
die.
fall off, they'll die, but like they don't understand that, oh, I might fall. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Have you seen that crazy thing where it's like, are we like you know the people that believe that we evolved from like cavemen and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Like apes.
Yeah, apes. And you know how we slowly evolved to like walk up on two legs. We evolved from having hunchbacks and evolved from like having like weird facial features to
I
like
believe that.
how we are now.
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe? I've seen videos. People believe we're still gonna evolve to some weird kind of like different look in like the next millennia or something.
Oh,
See,
yeah,
like-
in a million years, we won't look the same at all. Maybe we'll be 10, 15 feet tall, and that'll just be the norm.
They are
See,
saying
like-
that people are getting taller.
Because I know you can't like get into like religion and stuff like that, but like the only reason that I don't believe, like besides of that, the only reason I don't believe in the evolution of like apes and stuff like that is because like we still have apes.
Yeah.
So it's like you go back and you look at like the science of animals that have evolved. Like scientifically, they have changed over the past million years.
Yeah.
Whatever they were, there's no longer that.
Yeah. I know what you're saying.
So for instance, if a fish used to have legs,
yeah. You don't
right?
see any fish with
There's
legs
no
anymore.
more fish with legs
Yeah.
because the fish they
They evolved out of
they
it.
evolved out of it. So if we came from apes, if we did, I'm not saying we did or didn't, but if we did, then why is there still apes?
Why would there still be apes? Yeah. I know what you're
Why,
saying.
you know what I mean?
I know what you're saying.
Like,
But
I feel like
I've seen this crazy video. They're like, oh, the predictions are we're gonna get super tall, super skinny,
oh yeah, I've seen that.
and then we're gonna get like weird fingers and stuff.
See, this is where I don't agree with that, which what you said, because there's different species of things.
What?
There's different species of things.
Yeah,
like
there
there's
is.
different species of animals that live in different type of environments, and their evolutionary path is completely different from something else.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Like you're saying, like for instance, there's hundreds of different types of dogs, right?
Exactly.
But at the end of the day, they're all still dogs. They all have 4 legs. They all have tails.
Yeah, but they're all different in their.
But there's
own
not
singular
a
way.
whole nother side of dogs that walk on 2 legs. They're all still dogs.
That would be cool though.
So what I'm saying is if we came from apes, like for instance, there's hundreds of different types of humans: big, small, skinny, fat, different skin color, different eyes, different languages. You know what I mean? We're all different, but we're all human.
Yeah.
There's all different types of apes, but they're all apes. There's hundreds of different types of dogs, but they're all dogs. So if dogs evolved from something, whatever they evolved from, like if they used to have like their heads straight up or some weird stuff, there's no more like that because they evolved from it.
That would be cool though. Like a dog that can stand up on 2 legs. You could dress him up
Yeah.
like a regular
Like
person.
I know there's a couple, you know what I mean?
That'd be
You see those
sick.
crazy circus dogs, but I'm saying like if we evolved from apes, then that means that apes wouldn't be a thing anymore, right?
I mean, like, what if the evolution just split and then one side of the species just went to climbing up on trees and eating bananas, and the other one just went to building tools?
But,
Alright.
like how would they split?
Okay.
And why hasn't like any other split?
Halloween is coming up around the corner, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Halloween night's coming around the corner. Spookiest night of the season
Mm-hmm.
of the whole year. Any scary stories I want to talk about? Any horrifying things that have happened to you?
I mean, I've been in some pretty scary situations, but I wouldn't say they were like ghost related.
Any paranormal, like things that like you cannot explain to this day that you want to talk about?
Nah, nothing like that's ever happened to me.
There
Nothing.
was something that happened to my dad.
All right,
but like,
talk about it.
well, I mean, like I obviously couldn't tell it as good as he could. You know.
Okay, give us a little summary.
Okay, so like basically, he explained to me that he was coming home from the military down Malloy Bridge Road.
Okay.
So he was probably 22 to 24, anywhere in between.
Yeah.
And it was like 7 o'clock, so the sun was going down, 8 o'clock. And he said he saw this really like beautiful looking girl on the side of the road hitchhiking. And you know him being a gentleman or whatever you want to call it.
Susan.
He asked her if she needed a ride back into Ferris. He was coming home.
Yeah.
And she was like he said she didn't talk at all. She just nodded her head. But he said she was like 21, like she was a young girl,
A young lady.
like around his age, young lady.
Okay.
He said she gets in the car and the whole time he's just trying to talk to her.
But she
Like,
don't-
obviously he was trying to like flirt with her, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He said he's trying to talk to her and she's just looking out the window.
Yeah.
And he says that like he got down to Red Oak, like from Malloy Bridge Road to Red Oak,
Yeah.
and he said she still hadn't said a word to him.
Dang.
So he got like really bad. And he's like, look, if you're not gonna talk, you know, like I'll let you out. And he said as soon as she said that, he said she turned and looked at him, and she was an old lady.
What?
Yeah.
You sure your dad's not messing with you?
He swears by it. No, of course. He probably, you know what I mean? There's
Yeah.
always that, like, he's just, I mean, like, he has never laughed about it. He swears on his life.
It was an old lady.
She turned and looked at it. Like, she didn't do anything crazy. She didn't, like, boo, or, like, you know what I mean? Like, she didn't, like, scare him, nothing corny. But he swears on his life.
It was an old lady when she turned.
That she is an old lady. That she was an old lady. And he said that he stopped the car and made her get out and threw her stuff on the side of the road and left.
That's crazy.
And never turned back.
That's so weird.
And he said he's not the only one that has heard stories like this too, but
I know,
he's the only one
you know
around
what?
here that
I
he's.
have heard stories like that from like Mexico, like that.
Yeah.
They'll pick up a young lady and then they'll drop her off or something, or they'll
Like she's like an old,
and then when they
super
drop
old.
when they drop her off, it's like an old fragile lady.
Yeah. Like wearing the same clothes.
That's so creepy.
That's terrifying, dude.
Ugh,
And
dude,
then so apparently,
I couldn't do that.
allegedly on Malloy Bridge Road,
Yeah.
there was a 3 years before this incident. You know, once he went, because he went to the police about this.
Yeah.
On Malloy Bridge Road, and this was, you got to realize my dad's 52, so this was a long time ago. Right?
Yeah.
This was like 30 something years ago. Allegedly, there was a girl who was coming home from like a honeymoon or something. So like she had just been recently married, so she was like young, beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
She had died in a car wreck on Malloy Bridge Road.
Dang.
And so he thinks that it might be connected because she was, when they described her, they said that she was still wearing her white dress and stuff, and that's what the girl that he picked up was wearing. She was wearing like a really nice, like kind of like a wedding dress, like a young beautiful
That's
girl wearing like
scary.
a wedding dress. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so creepy.
And, you know, him being like a 21-year-old male, you see some, you know what I mean? Like obviously he's gonna be like, hey, can I help you?
Like pretty girl in a white dress.
Yeah, pretty
walking
girl
down
in a
the
white
road.
dress walking down the side of the road.
Need some help.
Yeah, he's like, you know, can I help you? And then when she wasn't talking to him, he's like, all right, I'm gonna drop you off. She just turned her head and looked at him like, old lady.
That's so
Yeah.
weird.
That's horrifying. Bro.
That is so weird.
But like you said, I mean, he could just be messing with me. But like, he swears by it.
Yeah, I know
He
what you mean.
swears by it.
Yeah, this is the closing for episode 1.
Yeah, we had a good time with Chase. We had some pretty interesting conversations.
Yep, Nate should be back on the next one, and we should have some fan art for y'all, maybe.
Yeah, maybe we'll get some art.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, thank you for watching. This is episode 1. Yeah.
See ya.
See ya.